on business and human rights, offered a clear and practical guide. The framework protects, respect, and remedy. It's both universal and actionable. The first dimension is to strengthen the state duty to protect, which is to build a forward-looking, dynamically balanced regulatory system. And UNGPs, states have a duty to protect human rights within territory and jurisdiction, including from harms caused by businesses. This means government should create AI laws and policies that encourage responsible business conduct. This is not only part of their international human rights obligations, but also reflect the spirit of people-centered development. Many Asian countries are already taking meaningful steps. China, Japan, and South Korea, for example, are combining ethics, laws, and technology to balance innovation with rights protection. Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines have also introduced ethical AI guidelines focused on fairness, inclusion, and transparency. Across the region, we see a growing emphasis on people-centric AI governance. Countries are building capacity through public-private partnerships and cross-border cooperations. The second dimension is to inspire the corporate responsibility to respect, from compliance to value co-creation for inclusiveness. All companies, AI companies, also have a vital role to play. They need to actively build human rights into their strategies and implement human rights due diligence even through the whole value chain. This means designing products, developing algorithms, and shaping business models that respect human rights from the start. We've already seen how AI can help our human rights in healthcare. It improves access to quality treatment in rural areas. In education, programs like AI Rural Teachers help narrow the education gap. In environmental protection, AI can monitor forests, carbon emissions, and water quality. More and more businesses are putting the idea of shared benefits into practice. They are aligning ethical standards with business strategy, making sure innovation truly serves human well-being. Third, coordinated governance for a digital community with a shared future. AI still brings serious human rights risks. Regulations differ across countries. Algorithms can be opaque, and mass data collection threatens privacy. To meet these challenges, we must close the global AI divide, set cross-border dispute resolution systems, and jointly address risks that cross national borders. Ladies and gentlemen, we must uphold a people-centered approach, ensuring AI's benefits are shared equally and inclusively. Only through resolute and sustained global collaboration and UN framework can we guide this intelligent revolution towards safety, reliable, and honor. Let us work together to make AI a force that improves lives, pushes civilization forward, and build a sustainable and inclusive future for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Stoczyńska. And now I have the pleasure of introducing Virginia Dignum, who is Professor of Responsible Artificial Intelligence at Umeå University in Sweden, where she leads the IA Policy Lab. She is a leading voice on global IA policy advising, also the Wallenberg Foundations in Sweden. She is co-chairing the IEEE Global Initiative on Ethics and Autonomous Systems, and is chairing the ASEM Technology Policy Group. She is a member of expert groups at UNESCO, OECD, and was part of the EU's high-level expert group on IA. and UN's high-level advisory board on AI, and World Economic Forum Global Future Council on Artificial Intelligence. She also founded ALI, the Dutch AI Alliance, as part of her work for the UNESCO's AI Ethics Experts Without Borders. She is advising governments around the world and the development and operationalization of their national AI strategies. Her forthcoming book, The IA Paradox, will be published by Princeton University Press later this year. So please, Virginia.
Good afternoon, dear participants, dear colleagues. A lot has been said already, and I don't want to repeat what has been said, but let me start where you also started, on the point that AI is not neutral. Technology never is. AI can advance human dignity or it can undermine it. The question before us is not whether AI is going to shape our societies, but whether it will do so in ways that respect and protect fundamental human rights. Today I want to share with you three messages. First, that human rights are not optional in AI governance. They are the foundation for the trust, for the legitimacy, and for the sustainable innovation of these systems. Secondly, the global landscape is moving from high-level principles to enforceable safeguards and mechanisms. And thirdly, both Asia and Europe together have a unique opportunity to lead this transformation. As AI is transforming societies, it is its governance that is going to define whether it strengthens or erodes our rights. Every AI system embodies human decisions on what data to use, which goals to optimize, which risks to accept, and those values to embed. So when we talk about governing AI, we are in reality talking about governing ourselves. What is the kind of society that we want, that technology can help us create? Therefore, human rights are not optional in AI governance. They are the foundation for the legitimacy and trust. AI doesn't happen in a vacuum. It is designed, it is deployed, and is applied within social, economic, and political contexts. AI doesn't happen to us. We people make AI happen. So the question is not about can we use AI, but it's much more about why should we use AI and how should we use AI. Before asking how to do it, how to do AI, how to use AI, we always should ask why do we need AI at all? This is what we call question zero. There is no technology fix for societal and ethical problems. Responsible AI solutions must be social rather than a technical fix for anything. Over the past decade, we have seen an explosion on initiatives aiming at aligning AI with human rights. Based on human rights foundations, many new instruments have emerged, from the OECD AI principles to the UNESCO recommendations to ethics of AI, which have been endorsed by 194 states, to the G7 Hiroshima process, to the Global Partnership on AI, and many, many others have been developed and put forward to align AI with human rights. Yet, despite all this progress, one gap remains. There is no binding global treaty on AI and human rights. Fragmentation persists. The trend is to move, the trend needs to be to move from high-level ethics to enforceable safeguards and algorithmic accountability, but at the same time, we see, and unfortunately we are in a geopolitical context which is not working in the same direction sometimes. The trend is clear. We need to move from aspirational ethics to enforceable governance, from soft law to hard law. Too often, regulation is framed as a brake to progress, and Kasia mentioned this as well in her address to this group. But responsible governance is the engine of sustainable innovation. Regulation is innovation, is not a barrier. It is a stepping stone for responsible adoption of AI. Regulation signals ambition, sets expectations, and creates a level playing field that encourages trustworthy innovation. It gives business confidence, protects citizens, and builds public trust. And without trust, there is no long-term innovation. Around the world, we see a recognition of this balance. Europe is moving from ethics to enforceable governance. Asia is developing agile, principle-based approach that integrate human rights language into the design of AI systems. Both regions are converging on the same truth. Governance is a precondition for innovation. Many international, national, and regional efforts are going in this direction. And these mechanisms are not bureaucratic obstacles, are the innovation in itself. Responsible AI is not optional. Innovation without responsibility is unsustainable, but responsibility without innovation is mostly ineffective. It is not, therefore, innovation versus governance. It needs to be governance as innovation. Let us ensure that our regulatory choices today for our countries, our regions, enable technology that truly serves humanity and is grounded on human rights. Let me conclude with a call to action. AI governance is not just a technical challenge. It is a societal choice. Asia and Europe can lead by embedding human rights at the core of AI development. We have the tools, we have the knowledge, and we have the shared values to make this happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Virginia, and thank you to all our presenters for their insightful contributions. Now we have a break, but before the break,